When it comes to quelling the fears that medical patients have about their particular maladies, it helps to be informed. But what happens when it's too early in the research process of the disease to be informed of much at all?
Jerusa Lapere.
That's a really, can you say your last name slower?
Lapere.
Lapere.
I say it in Spanish, so either way.
Yeah. Jerusa contracted MRSA twice in the same year, about 5 years ago. The experience of a swollen eye would have been traumatic enough, without trying to look up symptoms online.
Before that point, I had never even heard of MRSA. Honestly, it is a new thing, and the majority of the stuff that you would see are extreme case scenarios where people would have amputations, they would die. I remember I saw one case where they had to remove the bottom of the jaw. What ended up happening is when I had a zit around here, it started swelling up, but it wasn't swelling up like a bruise, it was swelling up like an abscess. I ended up going to the doctor. They said, that is way too close to your eye, and automatically started cutting. I just remember looking at a hole right there.
It stands for methicillin-resistant Staph aureus. So Staph aureus is among the most common germs that exist, and it's among the most common pathogens which infect people and make them sick.
This is Dr. Clifford Vladimir.
I'm a physician who specializes in infectious disease.
And he's been working with MRSA for a long time.
Everybody, you and me and everybody else, has this thing called Staph epidermidis. And epidermidis may sound familiar to you, means the surface of the skin. So everybody has it on their skin. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Staph aureus. So let's take a step back. Staph epidermidis, you have it on your skin, I have it on mine. It's not usually not a pathogen, which is to say it doesn't usually make people sick. The Staph aureus is another species of staph, and that one we may have on our skin and elsewhere, but it has the potential to make somebody real sick, like to kill them.
Fighting back bacteria is usually one of those things that your body just knows how to do. But with an infection this strong, the immune system could use some help.
Because your body's immune system doesn't, there's a limit to what it can do. So then you need antibiotics.
Researchers at the University of Oklahoma have recently discovered a formula for a new MRSA antibiotic. With the bacteria evolving resistances against existing medication all the time, increasing defenses could be the difference between life and death.
I think fears of that organism are well deserved, but there's lots of other stuff that we should be fearful too and be working on trying to address.
Robert Chievich is part of the team that discovered this formula. But now that they've found it, the journey to hospitals has only just begun.
Being approved and put into humans is a 10 to 15 year window and upwards of $1 billion. It's an enormous undertaking to get a new drug into the market. That process is there to protect people so that no harm is done to them. And if you didn't get that kind of window and you just start dosing and trying it out, that's opening the world up to a lot of harm. So it's not a lack of energy, it's not a lack of enthusiasm, it's not a lack of people's desire to create drugs, nor a desire to cover up anything. It's just the fact that research takes time, and there is a big window here between the discovery and when you would actually be able to take a pill if it should ever make it there.
Although the work these researchers do may not be tangible a decade from now, keeping the project supported will work wonders for MRSA patients in the future and the fears that this disease can give them.